Devonish here from transformationstm.com, and it is that time of year again where it's meant to be Black Friday. So today is Black Friday. However, from what I can tell from the large retailers, it's actually been Black November because the deals have been on throughout the entire month. So I've kept it very simple and straightforward this time round. Buy one, save yourself 100%. So if you buy a coaching session, you'll get a bonus coaching session with that. If you buy an online workshop, you will be able to choose another workshop that you would like to do. The only exception to that is the 3-day PhotoReading workshop. So it applies to the 1-day workshops, not the individual sort of, how can I say this? But pretty much everything except PhotoReading are 1-day workshops. So all of the 1-day workshops, and I'll have a quick look on my own website in a minute and tell you what some of those are, applies to all of the 1-day workshops, does not apply to the PhotoReading workshop. However, if you do purchase the online 3-day PhotoReading video webinar workshop, it's on demand. They're all on demand, which means as soon as you've purchased, you have access to the material. If you do purchase the PhotoReading, you can choose one of the 1-day workshops. However, you can't buy a 1-day workshop and choose the PhotoReading as your free workshop. So hopefully that makes sense. But aside from that, that's pretty much all you need to know. So let me have a look at my own website and I will tell you some of the workshops. Let me give you a flavor. So where are we? Online personal development courses and workshops. Click here. Alrighty, so let me just give you a little overview of some of the workshops that are included. The 1-day Mind, Body, Spirit Energy Fest, so MBS Energy Fest, Banish Procrastination Video Webinar Workshop. There's the Memory Accelerator. There is the One Focus Challenge, the Practitioner Insider Secrets. So if you're a coach, trainer, practitioner, and you want to know how to design your own programs, how to transition online, I'd say that would be a good one for you. Healing Heartbreak, that's a audio program. So it's one of the ones that isn't a video, but it's 6-part audio. I think there are a couple of bonus items in there as well. There's the Money Breakthrough e-coaching course. There's the 1-day Money Breakthrough video webinar workshop. We talked about that one. There's the 1-day Huna and Ho'oponopono workshop. And there is the Fearless Public Speaking. So purchase any of those. You can choose one of the other workshops and it will be a bonus for you. The system is not configured to handle such shenanigans. So what you will do once you've either booked a workshop, just send me an email, marilyn@transformationstm.com. I'll spell that at the end. But send me a workshop, tell me which workshop you would like to do, and then I will manually set that up for you. And if you booked a coaching session, what you can do is you can use the bonus session for yourself. So let's just say you book a coaching session for an hour, you get a second hour as the bonus. So you can either keep that for yourself or you can gift it to someone else. If you wanted to gift it to someone else, you'll need to tell me their name so that when they do get in touch, I know who they are, rather than just having some random person saying, hey, I hear you, I've got free coaching. So that's it, really. Easiest way to find out about all of this is go to my main website, which is transformationstm.com. If you have a look at the ticker tape along the bottom, it will appear there in a few moments, but it's www.trance, T-R-A-N-C-E, F for Freddie, so F-O-R-M-A-T-I-O-N-S, TM as in trademark, so transformationstm.com. Look at the top right, there's a red circle that says what's new. If you click on that circle, a panel will open out and the very top entry will bear a link with more information about what I've just said, plus the links, because there's one site that houses the on-demand video webinar workshops and the audio programs, and there's a different website where you can choose from the various coaching options, soul plan readings, future life progression, etc. So that's it in a nutshell. Short, sweet, simple. Buy one, choose something else. Only exception is a PhotoReading. However, if you purchase the PhotoReading, you can still choose a bonus workshop. So any questions, any queries, drop a comment into the chat. If this is on YouTube, you can put it in the comment section or drop me an email. And the email is Marilyn, M-A-R-I-L-Y-N, at transformationstm.com. Might have that, but I've got so many slides in this deck. I might have, I'm just having a little look. Oh yeah, actually, in terms of while I'm here, while I'm whizzing through, in terms of some of the things you might expect. So this is feedback from people who received the HUNA energy. Now, this was a very big group of over 500 people. I only did about 5 minutes of HUNA, still blew their minds, but that was some of the feedback. I know it's pretty small print, but somebody had said, for example, I attended the 4-day TCCHE event a couple of weeks ago, and although I found the speakers fascinating, your HUNA work had the most profound effect on me, because people were noticing that things were still happening after the event, which was lovely. Someone else says, I did speak to you at the event, brackets, in the ladies, as in the toilet, and explained how I felt the energy around me and a sense of calm. And since that time, I'm quite amazed at what has happened. So the HUNA is always a real favorite with people. In terms of the HUNA as a one-to-one, this is one of my lovely friends, Lac Loy, who was stuck in terms of getting new contracts in. Another friend of his recommended that he get in touch with me. We did a bit of HUNA over the phone, not in person. And nowadays, if you're doing a coaching session, I do telephone coaching, or we can do Skype. I've got an online meeting room as well, or Zoom, whichever. So we did just a few minutes online. This was a result a couple of days later. So got a new contract, and that was after 9 months of nothing. And he said, you're not going to believe this. My clients say that a lot. I knew there was a block. Now it's gone, and you have an amazing ability, and it is having miraculous effects. So if you wanted to book a one-to-one HUNA session, book an hour, you'll get a second hour as a bonus. So that's a little bit about what to expect with regards to the HUNA. Just seeing if there's anything else here. What's this one? This was about, so if you wanted to do the online photo reading 3-day on-demand program, someone said, this is the first time I'd run it a few years ago. They said, good flexibility in participating from my chosen location, especially as the days have been full. It was a combination, it was comprehensive, intense, and fun. So that's always lovely. Someone recently, well, a couple of days ago, we did a photo reading coaching session. I have to say, if I didn't know that he hadn't been in the room with me, I would have thought he was in the room. So he did the online program. So he's been taking himself through that, sent me a series of questions, which weren't really questions. They were just clarifying what he already knew, which was absolutely fantastic. And so we did a top-up coaching session for that. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Or actually, while we're on the subject, this is actually what I was looking for. That's my email address. That's the website to go to, thetransformationstm.com. So that's it there, in print, in glorious Technicolor. What's this one? HUNA is better than Red Bull. Oh, that was someone I met at the same TCCHE event, and he was suffering from jet lag, having just flown in from Japan and came straight off the plane to the event. So I did probably a minute or so of HUNA. That was pretty cool. And one of the things that people often ask is, when things are recorded, when they're on demand, or if we're doing it remotely, does it still work? This is a long answer to that very short question, but the short answer is yes, absolutely. And that's the feedback from one of my clients who was out in Australia, who was describing what she was feeling as a result of just listening to an audio program. So if you would like to take advantage of those wonderful offers, they're all online, on demand, with video webinar workshops. The coaching sessions are, of course, we're not in person, we do them online, but it will be me rather than a recording. So if you did want to take advantage of any of that, head on over to the website and sign yourself up. It's all of these workshops, I absolutely love them, of course. Yeah, offer ends Monday morning, so 9 a.m. Pacific time for those of you in the United States. So anything you book between now and this coming Monday, which will be the 29th of November, all of this applies. Buy one and then get one free as your choice. And of course, if you've got a workshop and you wanted to gift the workshop to someone else, I would need their name and their email address so that I can set them up with that as well. So you can decide how you wanted to distribute that. But that is the offer. Happy Black Friday. Hope you're all fit and healthy and well. I will catch you all later. Thank you for watching. And if you know anyone who would benefit from either the coaching that I do or any of the workshops, please feel free to share this link with them as well. That would be very much appreciated.